We're back together. He wasn't expecting that. His ears are nothing about Holland, I'll tell you that much.
Aye, well, apparently it was quite good.
Anyway, we're back on a river, and that river's there.
The River Trent.
The mighty River Trent.
It's definitely mighty today, isn't
Aye.
it? Bloody hell. Definitely going to face a new set of challenges today. The last 3 times we've been here, the water's been like at summer low.
Aye.
And apparently it doesn't fish very well at summer low. There's an extra metre maybe, extra 3-4 feet on it today.
Extra few trees flowing down
A
a
couple
river.
of branches and
Trees.
And it's dirty and it's angry looking, and apparently
This is
prime time. It's the right time to fish it. So
we'll sort that out.
aye, well, so in terms of, in theory, we've timed it really well because we planned these trips months and months in advance, and the river only went up 2 days ago. So
I think England have had a bit of a heat wave lately, and then the week we come down there's storms and flood warnings and all sorts
I'm
planned.
sure I seen a tornado somewhere as well. Luton, was it a tornado in Luton or something like that?
That's where I was in Holland.
But it's dry. But it's dry now. It's quite pleasant. It's not warm, but it's not cold.
It's just nice.
We've got the rods out.
No, it is nice for. I kept in that seat. I am shattered.
Nice, chilled out, relaxed fishing
First day.
for the first day. And then panic will set in tomorrow when we don't catch anything
Aye.
today. And then our third day, God knows what will happen.
To give you a kind of rundown, I picked him up at 12:30 this morning, and it's now 25 to 10. He's suffering from a bit of an injury. I'm suffering from a bit of lack of sleep.
Boo-hoo.
And
Let's get on with it.
it was an adventurous drive down with it. We made it a couple of times.
It's the way to do it though, isn't it? Through the
Aye,
night.
it's
Drive through
easier.
the night. Quiet roads. Get
A few
here
stop-offs.
nice and early. And straight into the fishing. And we'll chill out in the hotel tonight, or the apartments tonight. But what's your thoughts on the river?
Aye. It reminds me of the first time we came down with Adam and Matt, and they brought us for the first time. It reminds me a lot like that.
I
And
reckon
it was very
it's-
productive.
I reckon it's still a wee bit higher than that.
Yeah.
I think it's. We'll check the.
We're fishing in the same bits. We're up on the bank, as opposed to down next to the water.
But we had a chuck about with a feeder when we arrived,
Aye, so
and we've only got 4 ounce. I think you've got a couple of 5 ounce leads, so we're not getting very far across the river at all.
we don't need to be, but in this condition.
I don't think so. I'm not an expert in it, but I don't think so. The last few times we've been here, we've been aiming for the far bank because that's where the majority of the flow is, and in low water conditions, that's where you want to be fishing.
Closer.
We're 8 wraps.
Aye, normally like 22.
8 wraps in what they say at 2.5 metres. That'll be a fish.
Oh.
Mic on?
Yeah, still on.
Of course it is.
It's a barbel. We couldn't have timed that any better. We did the intro and bang into a fish. This is a barbel.
Tighten that drag up a bit, you're at it.
No, what worries me the most of it is I tied the rigs. It'll never not worry me that. This is a good barbel, by the way. I think I've started off. Have I ended? Get the bend in that rod, Alex.
Take a step back. Take in the view. Who needs a view when you got a bend in the rod like that? Been fishing 20 minutes. Flood conditions. And we did say apparently it's relatively good conditions.
I see a bit of bream. That's usually how we start this trip, isn't it? We always start in a bream. I can't believe that's happened. First cast. the mighty River Trent. It's just hanging in that water there, look.
Yeah, a lot of water for it to hang in. What we haven't thought about though is
How we're going to land it. Well, once I get it past my line, I'll be able to walk it up to here.
Yeah.
That's the plan, but it'll no doubt go absolute tits up.
Hold on to that tightly. We're going to get net. Oh, there's a net.
Doesn't feel too heavy now. Still feels like no bad.
Probably got it out of that flow now.
That a weed there. This is where it goes nuts, isn't it? Yep. Well, I always say, see trips like this, this type of fishing, I'm never comfortable until you get the first sign that you know you're doing something right. Said it with the fly fishing, said it with the grayling fishing, said it with this style of fishing. So to get this straight away, it's a good sign that what you're meant to be doing, you're doing right. Still not in the net yet, but it does feel like a barbel.
You want to net this yourself? Or?
No. Oh no. That felt like a snag. Oh no, it's snagged. No, 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 no. Yes, got it. Not even that big. Forgetting there's a 5 ounce lead on there and all. It's tiny. I'm under Mother Rhoda. I'll walk back, Alex, if you can get that in the net. And relax. Well, what a start. Let's take a last bit of energy right out of me. Now we got a closer look at us. Right, camera down. That other man will still be recording too.
Well done.
Cheesy garlic.
Just hope I recorded that.
Eh?
Hope I recorded that.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, you say it's no big, but it's...
That's a double, isn't it?
I think it's not.
9.
No, it's not a double. We got 9 maybe. Oh wait, but we got 9.
Right, you want to lay it there and I'll wait there and I'll get this.
Let me try and unhook it first.
Yeah, do that. Well, we put them on the scales. We thought it might go a double, but way, please behave yourself. Just a little over £8. But hey, what a start.
Head up, down a wee touch. This one.
Better than the start I had like 6-7 months ago. On a cheesy garlic dumbbell. So guess what's going straight back on. Got a couple of 40s for his Alex. There we go. We'll get him back straight away. There we go. Still no a kip yet. I need a snooze. Right, let's get these rods back out. Dear.
Well, I was just sticking up there to recast after Gordon's first fish. So I'm going to put a longer hook length on. Just finished sticking up. Downstream rod, tears off. It's getting dangerously close to that fence down there, so I'm just going to take this one easy. But it turns out that, yeah, the first couple of days of a flood, not a bad time to be here. This is another barbel. It's definitely a barbel. I don't think it's very big barbel, but it's a barbel. I'm saying that, sometimes you just don't know until they get to that inside ledge and they just take off. It's a bit close.
Might be adventurous.
These swans are going to shout at me, I think.
Makes a change for me.
Less said about that, the better. So, just like Gordon's fish, it's about, this fish has not really done much. It took a good run when I lifted into it, but it's just usually about now that they just turn and go for it.
And go nuts.
I don't think this is a very big fish at all. In fact, you know what, now I'm even questioning it's a barbel.
But the run,
It might be a... That's a barbel. And there it goes.
Yep.
And there it goes on that run. They're so predictable. Too close to that fence though.
Telling me to tighten my drag up.
Away from the fence. Really, this one a little bit more. It's actually quite a nice fish. It didn't do much at all, but when I got a glimpse of it there, it looks decent. I think this trip might be...
Shush! Don't dare effing say it.
Not off to the worst start.
I know you're no superstitious, but I am.
I love how these fish just use the power of the water just to hang there effortlessly.
Like a big grayling.
Aye, yeah, very, very, very similar. You know what? I'm going to net my own fish. Funny that you forget about your sore back in moments like this. I hate to say it, I think these is bigger. I don't hate to say it one bit.
What's my biggest?
Ah, shush. I don't think it's as big as that, but this is a double. I think this is a double. But they can be deceiving, especially this time of year. Still quite lean this time of year. He's got some shoulders on him. What do you say? We've been here 30 minutes, 45 minutes at a push. 2 fish in the bag.
Right, got a closer look. Holy bejesus. I think we're getting a kip, Alex. This feels substantial. Oh dear. Alex's fish is in the net. We were just about to weigh it. And mine screamed off. So if I sound a wee bit out of puff, it's because I am.
He actually ran there.
It's not often I run. Might need to use a tripod for this, Alex.
Yeah.
A wee.
I'd love to move back and get a further shot, but
Swing round.
I can't.
Oh, you need to watch your fish, aye, sorry. Am I running my other line, no?
Yeah. Yeah, looks like it.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
This is the heavier rod, and this feels like a heavier fish. I'm going to call it. I think mine's bigger than that.
Do you want me to take the bail off that, or the drag off your other rods?
That is off. I'm not running my line.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
He is.
Am I?
Yep.
Oh, aye, take that back. You think I'm better down here? This feels...
Just take your time. It's coming up.
Mate, there's obviously a snag here somewhere as well, so I want to keep it away from that. This feels like a better fish. It's hard to tell in the flow, as Alex says. It's oh, here. This feels... I'm dragging a 5-ounce lead as well as the 4-ounce feeder in it. Get bending that rod. Oh, come on, man. What a start. It's not having it. Take that back, it's maybe no bigger than yours. I'm going to walk back, try and get this first time, Alex.
Don't rush it, don't rush it.
What a start,
That's
man.
quite a brace.
That is. Right, get a camera safe, we'll get his fish safe and we'll get a closer look. I don't know how this is going to go, but... I always get the... See what I mean? I always get the... You know what?
That's his catchphrase. I always get the lively one.
I always get the
I've
lively
heard
one.
that before.
That's true, look. So £10 what?
10.5 for me.
Mine was 9.6. I'm actually up off.
Honestly, an hour.
I know.
Literally an hour we've been here.
3 barbel.
Mental fishing. Fantastic fishing. There we go. The River Trent. A river that you can come and expect to catch double figure barbel. He's only just doubles, 10.5. I'm happy with that to kick me off. I'm sure we'll get some more.
This is Alex's beauty. Look at that fish. Absolutely stunning. There's my wee tiddler. A brace of Trent barbel. There's one away. Big guy's taking his time. Right, you got a kip yet. Then we're going to need to bait up again, aren't we?
Well, that didn't take long, did it?
I'm not the fittest guy in the world, right? I'm asthmatic, high blood pressure, God knows what else is going on. But that drive and the 3 fish just about ended me. Oh, I just hope I've got enough bait. Literally an hour and we've had 3 fish. We were doing our intro, boom, rod screamed off, got that back, I got another one, missed it. And then we were just literally 5 minutes laughing at what just happened and Alex's rod screamed off. Then mine screamed off while I was just about to, it's just chaos. But I've had 2 fish. It took me 3 days to get 2 fish last trip. So this trip is already a success. So whatever happens for now, for the rest of the trip, it's a bonus. I've had a couple of nice barbel. I'd never ever thought I would say this in fishing. But I hope a fish keys a break so I can get some shut eye. I see that drive and that's just knocked me for 6, man. I'm just watching that tip of that rod there. You always get a wee bit of action in the tip just before the alarm screams. As you would have seen in the intro whilst we were talking, you actually see the rod in the background. I'll play it back in case you missed it. You can actually, if you watch us talking, you can see the rod drop back and then bounce about and then it goes. The alarms started singing, so it's good to hear the alarms going again. We've not fished with alarms for a long time. I mean, you gotta lie down, I know. For the first time, I think you need a sleep.
Jesus, I've only just sat down.
She's going that way now. I suppose I'm going to have to get up and film this. Is it on?
Aye, it's on.
I was hoping they was going to lose it.
Well, I get 10 minutes sitting down there. And then I just opened my eyes, glanced up at my rod and seen it bouncing. I was like, I know that is just going to go. And it did.
This feels like a barbel. I'm going down here away from that snag. This is going to end in tears, isn't it? Don't know what, I think there must be a big tree stump there or something. Oh, come here. There we go. I think that's barbel number 7 between us. Probably about 7 or 8 again. Impressive fish.
It was inevitable, they'd show up. Gordon lost one earlier. Unfortunately, I've not lost this one. It's went through my other line. It's made a mess. Suppose you can't come to the Trent and not catch one. That was a proper run, that was. Get away from there. That's yours.
Oh man. Scenes.
Out of absolute.
You get that okay, aye?
Huh?
Do you get that okay?
Get what?
The fish?
That's in there.
Get what okay? Oh dear. Two days are absolutely done in. Next time we get our eyes shut, rod goes. I should. Oh, I don't know what to do. That's just what I do what I want anyway. That drag's tight. Oh. Plenty of obstacles today. We're going to need a beat pier, but I don't mind saying I'm absolutely fucked. What happened there? It's like it come off there.
Ooh. Oh. That was more like it.
Get it?
Bit of a salmon swoop, we've got him.
Right, closer look time.
Your fish, sir.
Thank you kindly.
Not quite a double.
Nearly what? £9.4. I don't know, I reckon Alex is doing me.
Mine is definitely not a double. If I go like that, then that looks a wee bit better, doesn't it?
Another double hook up, it's absolute chaos in it. His rod went, middle of that rod, other rod. Right.
Nine fish.
Is that 9 already?
9 fish and it's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
We've adopted the pike sling. Used it for a barbel sling, it works a treat. There you go, big guy. And away. Can we start later tomorrow? Well, Alex and Phil, who's a local, are giving me 8 for that. I would have said 9.
7 maybe.
Nah, we'll stick with 8, So Phil said 7, Alex said 8, I was thinking more 9, so I thought, you know what, we're going to wait. 10, my first double of the trip, hopefully not the last. Let's get him back. And away. Glad they brought this now.
Right. I've run out of things to say, honestly. This is fish number 12, I think. I took an absolute beeline for that fence over there, so I'm having to bully this one a little bit. I've said it with every fish I've caught today or hooked today, but this doesn't feel too bad at all. I'd love a PB on this trip.
What is your PB?
11.8.
Well, 11.8, is that all?
11.8 to beat. This feels nice. They all feel nice, but this one.
You want to get over your other rod, don't you?
I'm going to go under it again. Can't really do much about this.
Don't pull it too much. Remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I reckon that's a good one.
Where's the fish? Oh,
Way over there somewhere.
yeah.
Just can't move it. I love this. Absolutely love it. We were due a day like this. We've really found it hard the last three trips, so it was in the bag, well it was in the post. Just head down. I said I was nervous on the last fish. This one's trumping it.
This is a bream.
If this is a bream, it's £30. Come on! God. That's on. Through my other line, of course it is. Still not seen it. I don't even think it's that big. Oh no, it is. That's a nice one. Well, that's another double. That one gave me a bit of stick. I thought it was a bigger fish, and that is a bigger fish. I think it might be the biggest of the day, and I think it's close to my PB. My PB is 11.8. Let's see what this goes.
Don't kneel in the bag.
It's not far off. I don't know if it's there. I don't know if it's quite there yet. It's not.
11.2.
I think it might be. Bear with me. I'm going to weigh that again just in case.
Is it 12?
It's not far off.
Phil, can you check this please? I need a double, a second opinion.
11 11:15.
You're too honest. 11:15, yeah. 12 I'd give that.
11:15, new PB. We'll give it. That's not 12. It's not.
No,
Wait, I'll check.
no, you're right,
I'll check one more time.
11:15 that.
It's bouncing around a little bit.
I'm going to have to get the cast in the
No,
boat.
it's not 12. It is 11:15.
11:15. 11:15. It's a new PB. I am happy with that. Let's have a look at this lump.
Told you.
So we're about half a day, maybe what, 3/4 of a day into our trip, and that fish has already made the trip for me. Exactly what I was hoping for. And an absolute stonking fight as well. Couple of quick photos and let's get her back. It's when you get a fish this size and you just look at the thickness across its back. I mean, it's not a massive fish by any stretch of the imagination, but
I'd agree with that.
but when they get into that sort of 11, 12, 13 pounds mark.
Will I throw a picture?
Go on then, why not?
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, it's your moment.
Brilliant, happy with that.
So we're going to use this 10 minutes of quietness to talk through one of my setups. So that's the N-gauge specimen dual tip with a 3000 Aventus reel. Said it before, I'll say it again, it's one of my favourite rods and reels. 12 pound mono, and then on the business end, 5 ounce gut lead. I can't mind what that's called, a swivel and a clip and a really long hook link. Now this is rough and ready. I know guys trim it down and make it look like a nice round bit of meat, but that's literally what I've been catching the barbel in. A big chunk of luncheon meat, size 10 hook, hair rigged with a wee pink bait stop at the bottom, and that is literally what they've been taking. I think that's 2 fish I've had on it. Let's make it 3. And I've actually gave up with the wrap because I'm out of puff and I'm out of energy. I'm just lobbing it out now, but it's still working. Thought we'd quickly go through how we're filling the feeders and feeding them. So Alex will correct me if I'm mistaken at any point, but in there's Big River Barbel ground bait. There's 2 mils, 4 mils, 6 mils, 8 mils, and I think the odd 10 mil, that'd be right. Soaked in some water. And then we added some what's left of a couple of years ago order. Now the hook baits, I've been soaking these since February. That's the mainline ones. Need to keep turning them up, turning them over so the sauce, sorry, excuse me, this syrup, Big River Barbel enhancement. Been plopping that in to all the different tubs. These are bigger dumbbells that we use. They've been soaking for 2 or 3 years now. As I say, every now and again I get into the fishing cupboard, turn them upside down, keep them soaking. Tried these, just for something different. I heard cheese is good for chub, so on the chub hunt I thought, it smells like garlic and cheese, and then big chunks of luncheon meat. I've had 4 hook baits out of that. Look, that's the size I'm using, big chunks, and it's been working a treat. So we managed to get through that without being interrupted. But this is now Barbel o'clock, the last few hours of daylight when it's meant to kick off. I don't know if I've got it in me, to be honest. He's knackered and I'm absolutely gubbed. So that's how we've been fishing it. We do also have some lobworms left over from the perch trip at the weekend. You tend to find the bream get involved with them, but again, thinking chub. But aye, what a start to the mighty River Trent. I'm out of fluids and everything. Hope you've got some juice or fluids down there for me. That was a long walk back to the pub for you then. Right, I can't believe we get through that without a rod going. I think I broke my chair and all, which is not good. Well, other than that wee tiddler that Alex got there, it's been a relatively quiet couple of hours. This is normally the witching hour, the Barbel o'clock. It normally kicks off, but I'm not complaining, to be brutally honest with you. So one last chuck with the cheesy garlic dumbbell with a wee pink stop, which I think makes a lot of difference.
About that for a day's fishing. That was madness. It just started within the first 10 minutes and it really didn't slow down until about, well, when we'd usually expect it to start kicking off. It's been quiet for the last few hours, but throughout the day, fish after fish after fish. 14 fish, I think we're on at the minute. There's still time for one more. If today's got anything to go by, one of these rods will scream off any second. But yeah, we couldn't have asked for more. That was by far the most productive and most enjoyable days fishing on the Trent that we've had. Alright, we've not fished it a huge amount of times. I think this might be the 5th or 6th time we've been down. But that was unbelievable. That was nuts. Nothing huge, no really big fish. A lot of kind of smaller fish. But a new PB. And I'm not going to grumble at that. And I'm also not going to lie, I'm ready for bed. That was tough going. It's been a long day. We've been out since about midnight. On the road for about 6 hours. And then just chasing fish around all day. and we've got another 2 days to go.
Well, cheese and garlic dumbbell. Try to keep this up away for that snag. Keep it away for that snag and keep it under my other, no, that's not happening. Away from my other rod. Jesus, Johnny. Oh, you shite, you. Get your mic on.
Well, there's always time for one more.
You don't look at that as if you've got it in you.
I can manage it. Can manage.
The Campbell and my rod's going, we put a camera on them and your rod goes.
They put the net away. They're literally packing up. I think the net's...
Go away.
Is it no way? It's still there.
Just forgot to get it. Get net lovely.
I don't fancy trying to unhook a barbel at the side.
Is it a barbel out?
That's 100% a barbel.
Right.
Back now.
Don't dent, shoot it, I'm going to go and get a net, right? Still got it.
Still got it.
Got the net.
That's a good point actually. I've not lost any yet. Fish number 16 of today. Come on, behave yourself. Yeah, he's not far off 10. What a day. I think I've said that already. I think I'm justified in saying it again. However, I'm done in. Can we go? Right, quick release for this guy. Maybe. Bloody hell.